So one feature I know a lot of people are very excited for is, of course, the switching mode and the free roaming in this game. Now, I think there are a lot of questions to be asked about that, and I think that we could actually assume a lot of what they might be able to do with, of course, the PS5's technology and what they did with the previous games as well. Now, before we get into the video, if you could leave a like if you enjoyed this video, that would be amazing. Let's go ahead and get 150 likes, that'd be great, and subscribe if you're new as well. You guys have been killing it, and I really appreciate it. I'm going to continue doing the Marvel Spider-Man videos until the game comes out, and I'm really excited to get into all of this information. So let's go ahead and get into this. I think that the way that they're going to do it, at least for the story mode, they already announced that you're going to be able to switch between characters throughout story missions. That whole demo was literally just Miles and Peter switching back and forth in between the missions, so it was very interesting to see that throughout the whole set piece. I think that in turn is going to really make for a lot of memorable moments between both Miles and Peter, and having little team ups like the alley-oop moment, man, that was really fun. So I'm excited to see that throughout the story mode, but I think the main question is how is that going to work in free roam? How is that going to work in the open world when you're just going around fighting criminals and doing side missions? I personally think that in many ways is going to be very obvious, and it's going to be kind of like GTA 5, where you have one side mission as Peter, or you have a multitude of side missions as Peter, you know, doing multiple Peter Parker stuff with multiple different villains, and then of course you have Miles Morales as side missions where you're going around doing Miles Morales stuffs. And I really think that would be very nice and interesting to have them have their own different styles. So of course have Miles Morales, keep the cell phone apps and whatnot, have the Peter Parker Spider-Man app, and have him going around and, you know, fighting crime for the freaking bodega for the cat. Get the cat back, dude. I want the cat back. That's what I would love to see. Or have Peter go out and fight like the freaking Mysterio or something. If he's not in the main story, have Mysterio be a side mission for him, and then have the Spot be a side mission for Miles. You know, there's many things that you could do for both of these characters, and you could very much expand their universes in this way. So I think that it would be very nice to see that, and I think that would be the direction that they would want to go, especially with the PlayStation 5 technology. You know, with the PlayStation 4, you want to be able to really do that switching technology. You want to be able to do that switching technique where you're going from Peter to Miles and you're going back and forth. You know, the PS5 really allows them to do that, and I think they're going to take advantage of that and allow us to actually switch between the characters whenever we want throughout the city, and even go out and do their own side missions, and maybe even team up every once in a while. I do want to talk about the dual play. I'm not going to talk about that in this video. I'm going to talk about it in another video, but I think that dual play may be a feature in this game. They haven't really shown that yet. I think that might be like some type of boss battle thing where you get a switch in between Miles and Peter, but I really hope that is a feature that's in this game, because that was a feature that was in Batman Arkham Knight, and that was such an incredible feature for Nightwing. It was such an incredible feature for, of course, Batman and Nightwing and Batman and Robin and all these other characters. So I really hope that that's something that they expand upon in this game, and they really do kind of polish it to a T, because Arkham Knight did it great, but I think Spider-Man, they could do it even better with, of course, Miles and Peter. So I hope that that's something that they expand upon or touch on, because they could really do it well with today's technology instead of like 9 years ago. And overall, I think that the free roam, especially with all the new traversal mechanics, it's going to be amazing to see, of course, how we get around the city, how the city is expanded, going throughout Queens and all these other new boroughs that we have, and seeing the new open world that we have. You know, it's very interesting to see how expansive that they did this game, and I really am excited to see how they actually did that and how much more detail is put into this game, because there's so much more clarity here. There's so much more detail. It's so much more polished, and I don't think a lot of people are really appreciating it, and they will once the game actually comes out, and seeing how much more graphically improved this game is and how much more expansive the map is. I think a lot of people are going to be very impressed. So tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I really want to know your guys' thoughts about all this. Thank you guys for watching again. You guys have been very supportive, and it's been amazing. And yeah, I'll see you guys by next one. Peace out.